What is copy?
Words. You write words.
Very good. How many YouTube subscribers do I have now?
I think you have around 1,500.
4,700.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me the questions in advance.
Hey, I'm Carrie. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome for the very first time. All around, welcome. I'm Carrieblogger, a career freelancer on Fiverr.com, where I've been selling as a Fiverr Pro verified copywriter for about the past 8 years. And in today's Freelance Friday video, I have the most special guest on the planet. You've seen her before, and I love her dearly. In honor of Mother's Day, I wanted to invite my mom and do a little just for fun a little just for fun quiz to see how well she knows what I do for work. Spoiler, we are very close, so I think she's going to do super well with all these questions. But we'll see. Why not? But before we can do that, I have to shout out this week's Blogger of the Week. And if you would like to be like Mandy DDG, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Megan DDG. That's what I meant to say, not Mandy. All you have to do is drop a comment down below and you might get picked. And you don't even have to be a blogger to be the Blogger of the Week.
Cool.
Yeah. Mumsy.
Yes, my dear.
Mumsy Wumsy. How would you describe my job to strangers?
That is really hard. People think of copywriting as like what is on the bottom of the page when you read a book, copyright. Right? And so they say, well, is she a lawyer or, that kind of stuff. But to explain what you do, as far as I understand it, which is probably completely wrong, I feel like that you are hired by businesses to write copy for them to satisfy their need for their business.
Okay. You're using a lot of English teacher strategies here with use your context clues. How would you what is copy?
You write articles, you write business words. You write words.
Very good. Follow-up question. How do you spell copywriter like what I do?
Oh, I think I can do that.
Okay.
COPYWRITER.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yay!
We are not the other kind of copywriters
No.
on this channel. How many times do you think you've told a stranger about my job?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I could say 100,000, but that's way over the top.
I don't think it is.
Because I'm just so proud of what you do.
She is the ultimate organic marketer. If you ever need a cheerleader, she will tell everyone.
And I'm not just a cheerleader for Carrie, but she's in my top 10.
Oh. We're going to do a quick numbers round here. So all these ones are numbers. What year did I start freelancing?
I think it was 2013.
Ding, ding, ding. How many clients have I worked with in total?
And I think that's over 10,000.
8,739. But we'll get to that later.
Okay.
How many positive reviews do I have?
I think it's around 7,000.
7,100. How many one-star reviews do I have?
I don't know, maybe 5 or 10.
11, yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But how many bad reviews did I get last year?
Just in 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
1?
0 last year.
Oh, 0. Oh, okay.
But how many have I gotten this year?
I know of 1.
She just had to hear me complain about it for 3 hours.
I felt bad for you because it kind of wasn't your fault.
Okay, so how many total orders have I completed?
Is that the 10,000-ish one? Okay.
10,800.
Okay.
What's my best earnings month to date? How much have I made in a month max?
Well, I think it was maybe this month. $20,000.
Yeah, I think I'm at 19,800 this month.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm.
And I still think that that's funny because you're 26, and I texted you yesterday that when I was 26, I made, what was it, 17,000
in a year.
In a year,
yeah.
And you made over 20,000 in a month.
Yeah.
And I know that money is different, but still,
it's wild.
It's insane.
It's wild. It's wild. How many Instagram followers do I have?
Not a clue. I don't know, and I'm not one of them because I don't Instagram. I don't know, 500.
300. I'm not good at Instagram. I think the last time I posted was a year ago. How many YouTube subscribers do I have now?
I think you have Around 1,500?
4,700.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm like super close to 5,000 now.
Wow.
I know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're up in the world now. Okay. Beautiful job on the numbers round, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful job.
I try.
We'll do some long form questions again. So, what was the first gig that I ever offered?
So are we after Every Day's a Holiday?
I don't know.
Well, okay, so I think the very first gig that you offered was advertising on your Every Day's a Holiday blog.
I think that's correct.
And I still have some of those on my phone.
I didn't even like download the archives before I deleted it forever. Like all I have is just like a couple pictures from it. And like if I look really back on my old Facebook posts, I can see some of the like preview text, but you like that's all you can see is like the first 3 lines because then you click and it's gone. What's something I've sold in the past but don't anymore?
Well, honest reviews was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Personal letters, handwritten letters.
Yup.
Well, the Every Day's a Holiday, the blog thing.
Promotions.
Photos of product.
Yeah, product photography.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's more, but I can't really think of them.
It's a pretty good list. What's one of my pet peeves with clients?
When they want to talk on the phone.
Yeah. One more.
When they don't give you enough information.
Yeah. And what is a sign of my favorite client?
Well, people who leave a tip.
Yes.
People who really fill out the questionnaire well and give you solid information so that you can do the job that you've been paid to do.
Yeah, I agree. And last card, I think the rest of these are just for show.
Oh, okay.
Can you describe 3 cool client projects that I've told you about in the past?
Well, my number one favorite one is the one you're never going to do again. And that was when you wrote a letter to that family where the mom had a brain tumor and she kind of had stepped away from the family. And you wrote a letter to her from her husband, which makes me cry every time I think about it because we've had so many family members with cancer and stuff, and how he was hurt because she was trying to step away from the family and that he wanted to walk through it with her, and it just, oh, what a sweet, sweet thing. That's my number one, top of the line. Mm-hmm. Okay, now what's the question again?
Are there any, because I tell you all the time, you're like, what'd you do today? And I just rattle them off.
Oh, right.
So, is there any like notable things I've ever told you about that you remember?
I really like how you have sort of embodied some of the clients that you've had, like the candles from the person from Germany. Mm-hmm. I mean, you really liked her and what she was doing, and the psychic person, you really liked that whole process. You really enjoyed the process. Yeah. But there's other ones that are kind of like that, but those are like the ones that just pop into my head.
And those ones are people that I have worked with multiple times. Yeah. So, like, it's funny. I'll come back and say, oh, I worked with this person again. You've heard me talk about this person.
And the recycle guy, your very beginning recycle guy.
That guy was so cool. And I worked with him, like, early on in my career. And it was back when it was, like, $5 every single week, tons and tons of blogs. It was for this recycling company in the Midwest. And he ended up sending me, like, a wedding present because he just really liked me and he was super nice. And yeah, he's definitely a memorable guy. What do I like most about my job?
Well, the thing that I like most about your job that hopefully you like too is the flexibility and being able to be in control of your job. Mm-hmm. I love that you can just text me at 2:00 and say, hey, Mumsy, do you want to go have a cup of coffee, or do you want to go for a walk? Or I taught for 32 years and there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could just say, hey, Carrie, you want to go walk around the track with me? I'll just tell the kids to hang on. Yeah, I love that. And I love that you're in charge of yourself. When you're doing something and it doesn't work, you can say, that didn't work. I'm going to change it. That you're in charge of how much money you make. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, I taught and I was at the mercy of no matter what kind of a job I did, good, bad, or ugly, I made X amount of dollars. I loved my job. But there's no way that I could manipulate except for like doing lessons on the side or, those little things. I love that you can do that.
That's nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And last question. If I gave you free reign in my seller account, do you think you could handle doing my job for a week?
No. No, I remember at the very beginning, you had too many clients.
Yeah, it was like literally day
flooded
overnight, and I was like, what do I do?
And Carrie had me try to write a few things for it. It was a disaster. And it's not that I can't write.
No, it was just I knew what I wanted to say, and I was like, scoot over, I'll just do it. Sorry.
That's okay. And I also had, I wrote a few things, and then the clients didn't like it. Yeah. And you had to completely redo it. So no, I will fully admit, no.
But would you want to?
No.
Okay.
No. I just admire that you do it. I love the creativity in your brain. I love that you can just like switch from banking to candles. I mean, it's just so different. Or to chicken food, or,
That's one I was thinking of. It's so random. When I wrote, it was for a chicken feed company that they had invented some chemical thing to put into chicken feed so that they would like plump up faster without like a bacterial thing. And I learned so much about chicken feed. That's just one of the many things. Yes. All right. Well, thank you again, Momsy, for being here. I love you so much. And if you're still watching, you're my hero. Right? You actually are. Chances are, though, you're part of the 50% that is not subscribed to me.
Oh, no.
And you can fix that. You can just hit the little subscribe button and come back if you like my content. And, of course, if not, then no hard feelings. But...
Yeah. And I tell people to subscribe, too.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And be sure to check out my merch, which is freelance apparel designed by and for freelancers. That is at bit.ly/carriemerch if you're interested. I have lots of colors and designs and lots of cool stuff over there. I think that's it.
Let's get back to work.
There we go.